So far, I know you say you've been watching the trial. We can't watch the trial because we're not there in person, though we do have people there. But we're seeing the notes that are coming in. What has stood out to you so far, or has there been anything that surprised you other than the length of this first witness?
Well, first of all, one thing that surprised me when I woke up today and there was a sick call.
Yeah, from a juror.
The first thing, I mean, we can't even tell you how much planning has gone into this trial from the federal level. This is not unique. This is unique for them. We're talking, they're handing out press credentials. They're expecting media from around the nation to be covering this. There's all this planning that goes in, and what happens today after, and there's so much work to get the jurors seated and make sure it's an impartial jury. Someone calls in sick today where it's almost through the whole thing. Well, out of the loop.
That was actually one of the questions that was asked of several of the jurors during jury selection is, health questions. How are you feeling? Do you have any concerns about health over the duration of a trial like this? But stuff's going around right now. People are getting sick. We know that that's happening. They only have 2 alternates, or had 2 alternates. So 14 jury members, 2 were alternates, 1 is gone. We're down to 13. So they actually had a discussion this morning before things got started. Do we wait and see tomorrow if this 14th juror can be there? Because we can't. Once we start the trial, they're out.
And it's okay to lose. You can lose 2 jurors. That's why they're there, right? But you don't want to lose them before anything even happens.
You lose both alternates, and eventually now you're down to your minimum of something happens. You're looking at a mistrial.
Right.
So they don't want to. So they had to roll the dice. Is it worth waiting a day? You talked about the time constraints with Christmas. Do we wait a day to see if this juror feels better tomorrow? Or do we just get going? The judge said, let's get going. So they're going with 1 alternate. Now, that may be fine. It may be enough. But if 2 more jurors get sick, then what?
I want to go to Jason Calvi. He's joining us. Jason, I've been shocked that we're just on 1 witness so far. Right. And Jason, you've covered a lot of trials. This is slow going, wouldn't you say, Jason Calvi, who I believe is live outside over at the Milwaukee County Courthouse?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. This is one of the key witnesses for the prosecution, the FBI agent who filed the criminal complaint, who did the investigation, wrote it all up and put it into that document, laying out the allegations against Judge Dugan. And all of those allegations center on what happened in this hallway and in her courtroom, which, if we just pan over 1 inch or so right here, that's Judge Dugan's courtroom, and that is in this hallway are the 2 central aspects of the allegations against that sitting judge who faced these charges, was arrested, taken out with handcuffs on, out of this courthouse here at Milwaukee County, and now her trial begins as she is dealing with not only those federal charges, but also right now, as this court case plays out in the federal courts, she's suspended from her duties here in the Milwaukee County Courthouse.
Jason, we've gone over this a couple times, but for those who didn't see earlier, you're outside the courtroom right there, the double doors you see, the sort of wooden doors that most people go in and out. If you and I come to cover a case, that's where we come in and out. It's where all the members of the public do. It's where the attorneys generally do. But right next to that is that private or non-public hallway that the defendant, Eduardo Flores Ruiz, came out with his attorney. That's right behind you, right? I mean, I think I can see it right behind you now.
Yeah, you can see it. According to the prosecution today in court, I think they said it was, or I'm sorry, according to the defense in court, they said it was 11 feet. I don't have my trusty walker machine that keeps track of feet.
Yeah, we'll believe him on that,
yeah. But this is the courtroom. This is the public entrance and exit for Judge Dugan. And then we'll just take a few steps over. Do you guys want to count?
Yeah,
might as well.
I don't know if they start at the central of the door or what, but let's 1.
If it's not 11,
2,
I think the whole
3,
trial should be taught now.
6, 7, 8.
It's about 10 Calvi steps from the middle of the doorway.
It's 10 Calvis away
to here.
You know what